Oh yeah, we are back. We're so fucking back. Let's get the music going. Okay, I gotta check audio and shit, so it'll be a moment. Okay, I think we found it. Oh, there goes the echo. Okay, so I think that's fine. I think we're good with that level. It's not as powerful, my ability to hear myself for some reason. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear it a little bit better. I guess I still have to adjust like the other computer. I'm doing two different computers here. So I could bring this down the same level as stream, I guess. That'd be all right. Test. Yes. Yes, we're gonna do some fucking stupid, just watch fucking stuff. I don't know. Random shit, basically. Let's see, what happened to all my chat windows here? I don't need this. How the fuck do you how do you do multiple window again? There we go. Let's open all those. All right, shout out to Twitch, shout out to YouTube, shout out to X. This is another mega multi-streaming day. Just need to pause that shite. Yes, we are just chatting. So I hope everybody's having a decent and or good day. If you are not, I hope that shit fucking starts being better real fucking quick. Okay. So now it's time for me to spam all of my chats. Let's throw that in there. Hop out. Bring you over here. And hopefully I have some things to react to that are funny, but most likely are, you know, gonna piss somebody off. Cause I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm not gonna have the reaction everybody is looking for. But that's okay. Wow, the bots are getting nuked on X. How about it? I mean, I have a love-hate for that, you know? It's like the bots made me feel important because I had a lot more followers on X with the bots. And now that the bots are being nuked, I don't have very many followers anymore. So that fucking sucks. All right, so where were we? Yep, what up Twitch, YouTube, and X? What up restreamers, multi-streamers? What up Rumble? Rumble is a great place to be. What up Kick? What up Trovo? Don't know much about you, but what's up? What up Steam? Steam is steaming. Even though it's kind of stuck on yesterday's fucking shit. That's not what I typed today. Why is that still in the chat? Whatever. Gotta change all that. Steam streaming is like weird. Like it's hard. It is very difficult to fucking figure out what the fuck is up with Steam's streaming stuff. It's like the rules of not like rules of chatting and content. No, I mean like the rules of how it works just never seem to be the same day in and day out. It's just different every fucking day. I noticed that the algorithm or the coding or the way it fucking organizes shit is completely different than it was the day before. So yeah, that's a thing. And and try to chat things. I don't know if any of my chats are working. Guess they're working, sort of. So I don't know. The audio's kind of okay. I'm feeling better about my audio situation now that I start using the Streamer X thing that I bought like kind of super half off. At some kind of sale, I don't fucking remember. But anyway, I only got it because I wanted to be able to like use XLR hookups either for mics or guitars and stuff. I didn't think I would ever use the mixing part of it, right? But using a 2 PC setup, this is pretty badass because you can hook 2 things to it. Let me see if we can get the stream thing sharing somehow. Where am I? Is this me? Yeah, that's kind of me, I guess. Oh wait, where's my fucking... Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, so we got YouTube. Oh, what the fuck? What was that? What was that? Mary Phillips Anna, thanks for the follow. Hey, what's up? How am I doing so far? I'm pretty good. If my audio's okay, I'm good. If my audio is horrible and shitty and crappy, and you can't hear me, and then that will definitely be me not having a good day. Because then I will have to fucking like tear this shit apart again for like the 1000th time in the last 2 or 3 years. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you're having a good day too. All right, so let me just share the Streamer X thing here. Where's Brave? Brave browser. Can I share Brave browser? Yeah, appreciate you coming by. Appreciate the follow. And the chatting. All right, so let's look. What is it? Road Streamer X. Let me just share what it is I'm even fucking talking about here. Oh, I have to add another fucking thing here. Let me pause so I can do that. Do you stream daily? Most of the time I would like to stream daily, and sometimes I preemptively commit to streaming daily, but then I don't always do so. But I guess the answer would be yes and no. Like, I would want to stream daily if I can get on a consistent schedule and get organized, but I can't say that I do all the time, because I might go a week or two daily and then all of a sudden I'll just fucking flake out and disappear for a month. But I have been being more consistent by trying to base things around like doing a YouTube upload / stream schedule that helps me stream more on Twitch as well. You know what I'm saying? So that is the goal. That is my current goal, to do that. All right, now I gotta find how to share Brave browser. Hold on a second. Is this it? Oh, well, it's not it, but I'll just change it to be what I want it to be. So there's that. Audio? I don't need that. Browser. Then I just need to change. Wait, I need to transform it. Edit, transform. Dude, my audio is still weird. It's kind of making me angry here. Gotta figure it out here in a second. Yeah, that's good enough. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. And then how do I share the whole fucking thing? Is it there? No, it's not there. That's my pause. Ah, yes, there we go. Your stream is very amazing. Well, thank you. That, you know, I'm glad I made a good first impression. Those are the most important, you know. Okay, so this is the thing I'm using at the moment. I've had, oh wait, what is phone trying to tell me? Phone is telling me something. Oh, it's a bill. Never mind. It was just a notification for a bill. So I am the reluctant but now proud owner of the Rode Streamer X. Okay, this thing. Let me get the images here. This thing, which I thought, because I got it on a 50% off sale, I thought basically I just want to use it for if I ever need to hook up an XLR microphone, because I had nothing to hook to for that, or if I wanted to use XLR hookups with like musical instruments, particularly, you know, mainly guitars. That's what I thought 90% of the time I would use this for. And then the other 10% I thought, because it has the ability to be like a capture card, if you can see on the back, I thought, okay, every now and then maybe I need to capture a console or something with HDMI. I could just, you know, put it through there, pass through, whatever. So that's what I thought this was going to be for me. But then over the last couple weeks, I've been having a bunch of fucking issues with like audio. Don't get me wrong, my audio's sound is not great. That's a completely different thing. That's me not tweaking my settings and my volume levels properly, right? Being lazy, basically. But no, the issue I was having is I couldn't get my gaming PC. So if you can see me pointing this way, this is a monitor hooked to on this side. Wait, where's my hand? That side is a gaming PC setup. That way I could just keep things separate, and then I have my streaming PC over here. And it was hard to figure out how to get the audio to fucking go through the Elgato cards that are in the streaming setup. But now with this, I realized today, I'm like, dude, you're dumb. You have this fucking thing that you can hook two computers to and things like that, so you can consolidate your audio and let this thing worry about the audio. And you can stop fighting with Streamlabs and Stream OBS and whatever. So, do I play any games? Yeah, I'm currently doing a daily theme style gameplay thing. So it's like Monday through Saturday, I have a daily theme, right? And I have different games that I play either for streams or content uploads, or sometimes both, right? Sometimes it'll be a mix of both. And so what I got going on right now is Mondays is Monster Mondays is the theme, where I'm playing Soma. And then on Tuesdays, the theme is Tall Tale Tuesdays, where I'm playing Tales from the Borderlands. Not new Tales from the Borderlands, just Tales from the Borderlands. And then on Wednesdays, that's Wacky Wednesdays or Wackness Days, I'm playing Saints Row 4 Re-elected. It's modded, so it's a little wacky. And then on Thursdays, I do something called Throwback Thursdays, where I try to play retro oldish games that were like games that I either liked or wanted to play when I was a kid. And then Fridays is Dark Fridays, and Dark Fridays is about Dark Souls games and or Souls clone games, right? And then Saturdays can be a mixed bag. The main theme is Saturday morning gaming, which I had wanted it to be like cartoon style games, like a Saturday morning cartoon stuff. But I don't really have many of those right now going on. So right now I've got Zero Deaths, which is that PewDiePie game thing. It's old. It could probably be on Throwback Thursday, technically, even though it's only like maybe 3 or 4 years old, but whatever. So I'm playing that on Saturday mornings, and that probably will move around, and I'll play other things that are more colorful and cartoony. But also Saturdays and Sundays might also be Stalker days, where I play Stalker 2. So anyway, that's yes, I do play games, and every now and then I'll play something, you know, just not even theme related, just for whatever reason. I'm trying to be consistent. That's what the themes are for. But every now and then I just throw my hands up in there and say, fuck it, I want to play something else. On your next stream? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, today's just a rambling day. I just got through on the YouTube channel. I got through doing some what the hell? Why is my brain broken? I got through doing some Saints Row 4. So anyway, that's there. If anybody feels like they missed, because sometimes I do streams, premieres, uploads, etc. You know, just a normal random-ish type content person. So if you ever miss something, you can always you can check the YouTube, because you know a lot of times Twitch has been very sensitive to audio, like even game audio, like game music, it will like mute it, right? So a lot of the Twitch stuff gets unpublished and it's not really on there. So if it's not on Twitch, sometimes it might still be over on YouTube. Because I never thought I'd be in a world where Twitch was more strict than YouTube. I mean, that to me is freaking crazy. YouTube's the place where you get nuked for music. But nowadays it feels like it's the other way around. So nowadays we have a situation where Twitch is just very mute, like trigger happy. They mute the fuck out of your stuff. Do I have any pet? Yes, we have a cat and a dog and a bird. So I think some of that stuff might end up in some of the videos every now and then. I'm trying to remember. I have had videos that were kind of meme funny things with the animals, but that might be way back. That might be old stuff that's been unpublished or something by now. I don't know. I'd have to dig through all my shit to find all that. What about you? Pet person? All right, so yeah, so now we're trying out the Streamer X just to quantify all that. You know, again, I have to tweak my volume and stuff. I'll work on that, hopefully. And hopefully I'll dial that in the next day or two. But that makes it a lot simpler. So let's get rid of that. Let's react to some shit. You love cats? Ah, cat person. Oh yeah. Yeah, my family's always been into like all kinds of animals and pets. So like I've probably had every type of pet there is. My mom actually used to own a pet store. So that kind of also influenced the fact that I've had a lot of different pets or been around different pets. Anyway, I think this is funny as fuck, so I gotta watch this. I wish I had a faster way to mute the music though, or like pause it. Oh, shout out to the music today, as most days. Today's music is White Bat audio. Karl Casey, which I try to put it everywhere because, you know, I don't want to get copy striked. And he says as long as you give credit, you know, it's cool to use his music. So that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to fucking give credit everywhere that I can. All right, so here's Dawn Fry. I think we need to see. Let's go ahead and see that. And then we'll watch the craziest MMA fight talking thing. So let me just see. And I gotta pause it and add like a ton of commentary because you know how it is. We don't want to get hit too hard. I'm trying to add some commentary to some of this stuff. Add some info, some opinions, okay? Just don't nuke me, YouTube, okay? Don't have any pets? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a prevalent thing. Like a lot of people that love pets aren't able to have one at the moment. So, but you know what? You'll have a pet one day, definitely.
Well, subtlety.
Okay, so the only thing I want to show off is to me, like this spider. I don't know. It's funny. I'm laughing already, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I think this guy is the funniest, most macho fucking MMA fighter I've ever seen. But yeah, this is just, I mean, this stare that they do. Like, something about the is like, it's a real fight, but then also they added in this element. It felt kind of like an entertainment style thing, like a WWE thing, so to speak. And it's like, I don't know, it makes it, I guess it makes it stand out in a weird way, like iconically, you know? And then the fact, what I like is that these guys at the end of it, like they're almost like brothers because of the battle. Like it's like a brotherhood. Yeah, you could try. I don't have so many chats right now, like different chats where I don't typically try to be too crazy with the like blocking links and stuff. So you're free to try. If your link gets blocked, you can always like try to go to my Discord stuff or like go to one of my other chats or whatever, you know. Like if my Twitch stuff is too locked down, because right now I'm multi-streaming. I'm doing Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, X, Kick, Trovo, Steam, DLive. I'm doing a lot of different, so I try to keep them like not as, you know, locked down as much, but you know, who knows? Sometimes things reset or I do the wrong setting. So you can always try. If it doesn't work, I have the links on my about for other ways to like send stuff for the channel. So you can either use those like the Discord, or you can try to hop into one of the other the chats and try to drop it there or whatever. All right, so here we go. We're going to try to get through this. I got to turn down the audio probably. I don't know. How bad is the audio? I mean, that is a fucking crazy stare down. And then, you know, as maybe some are familiar and some aren't familiar, MMA fights, even though different organizations will have different sets of rules, MMA fights vary in a wide range of like rule sets, you know, like some will allow certain things, like maybe certain types of elbow strikes or certain types of knee or kick strikes when the opponent is in other certain positions. Like if an opponent falls down, one organization might have rules that says even if the opponent has fell to the floor, you can still try to do a kick strike to them. Whereas other organizations might say, well, no, in this organization, that is against the rules. You're not allowed to kick strike while someone has fell or went to the mat, so to speak, right? But in general, think of MMA as a fighting style that, you know, it's in the name. It's mixed martial arts. So it's a fighting style that mixes in striking style fighting, which would mean punches, kicks, and knees, with grappling style fighting, which would be things like wrestling or clinching or judo or submission things, where you try to do, you know, whatever. You try to lock somebody up, or you might try to do some kind of like, you know, choking thing, whatever, right? But they might have rules where certain things aren't allowed, like you can't just kick someone in the balls. You know, that would be an illegal part of the fighting. So, but the funniest thing in this fight is like, it's as if they just agreed to like fight, like as if they had a disagreement over lunch money or something, and they just like wailed at each other. I mean, I don't know how the fuck either of them made it for as long as they did. I have no clue. I mean, this part right here. Now, again, that is the type of thing you expect in like entertainment style stuff like WWE, WWF, whatever those different things are, where it's like wrestling entertainment, where most of the time they're like kind of pulling some of their punches. I mean, they're still getting roughed up and hurt, and they do a lot of shit that's dangerous. But as far as like just straight up trying to strike the person to just put them out completely, that's not really what they do in those entertainment wrestling things. So this is almost as if they agreed to like fight that way, but like with real. So it's very entertaining. What do you got here? Got a perfect idea for your channel. If you agree, you can share some of my ideas and samples with you. Yeah, like I said, go ahead and share all that. I'm not, you know, going to make any promises. I'm not in the situation where I actually need too much. How should I put this? So I've been offered these things many times before, And to me, it's not necessary because I already have locked in. I already have like an artist. I have an editor. I'm locked in so hardcore. All I need is the consistency, right? I just need to be consistent, and I need to utilize the things that I've already like contracted out for. So like, for example, my like for art or emotes, I already have someone contracted. All I got to do is pay them and or consistently do the thing I got to do. If I need overlays and layouts, all I got to do is like get off my lazy ass and tell them what I want, right? And then they're going to do it. If I go with anybody else, that would probably be like I'd get nuked because I'm locked in, you know. I'm sure you understand that. But, you know, if, like I said, if you want to like, you know, drop mentions or anything like that in my chat, you know, maybe someone else, you know, is trying to get into it and they don't have anybody that they're tethered to already. So, but yeah, definitely feel free. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. So, I mean, technically, this guy with the American shorts on, this is Don Fry. He's just one of my favorite people that's been in any kind of celebrity style thing. Like, this is fighting celebrity stuff. I mean, this is, you know, they fight each other. That's how they became famous. But like, irregardless of how someone became famous, this is one of my favorite people. This guy right here, he technically did win this fight. But it, you know, it's just a funny thing. And like I said, I don't want to get nuked, so I'm not gonna share the whole thing. And you know, we got a little crash there, so that's fine.
You fought Yoshi.
So this is him many years after the fact. And then his opponent was Toshihiro Takayama. You know, they just call him Takayama most of the time.
Hiro Takayama.
Yes, sir. God bless you.
Everyone who's watching this,
cool.
if you haven't seen this.
I mean, either way, thanks for coming by. And, you know, again, you know, if you want exposure for things that you're doing, you know, feel free to do that. And then who knows, you know, maybe it's something that I look forward to in the future. If I start expanding, then maybe I might need more, you know, so I'll keep you in mind.
This fight. It was the craziest MMA fight of all time.
This fight, we're going to see guys ready, go! The bombs that we expect in Pride Fighting.
Thank you. It looked like a hockey fight.
Yeah, it did. It looked like a fucking hockey
fair?
fight. Yeah, it did. I couldn't figure out how to describe it. So hockey fight is a good explanation, I guess you could put on it. I wonder, how do I turn this one
describe
down?
it as that?
I guess so. Yeah, we grab each other by the
there we
scruff of the neck and just start throwing.
Now, in boxing, you can't do that. You can't grab an opponent and punch him.
Right.
But in MMA, that's
it's all
A-okay.
goes, right, everything.
Go ahead and do that. Is that still legal today?
You know, I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't see why, but you don't get people signing up to do shit like that anymore. You know?
How do you keep punching someone after getting punched so many times? Right, because you guys literally punched each other in the face for over a minute. Were you and Takayama cool after that?
Absolutely.
How badly were you hurt after that fight?
I think the bell rang for like a week. You know?
I like that. So I was like, how bad were you hurt after that? And he's like, I think the bell rang for like a week. It was just stuck in his head. Oh, man. It's like, this is one of those things that you envy. You're like 50-50% envy, right? So you envy because it's like, man, that's badass. That sounds cool. But then, you know, that's a rough life being a fighter. Anyway, you know, God bless Don Fry, man. All right, what else? I want some tech stuff. As you can see, YouTube feed, there's a mix of everything. This guy's cool. He helps special needs people, whether they be children, adults, whatever. He's a barber, and some of them are, you know, understandably freaked out with you know, the clippers or the, you know, the little buzz cutter, the bzzz, all that stuff. So This guy's cool as fuck. Let me just see. I want to share his shit, you know, technically, but who is it? The best one period. YouTube. It's probably everywhere. It's probably not just YouTube, but anyway, that's the channel that's showing up here. But yeah, basically that's what he does is.
I can tell you are kind.
So, and it's pretty amazing because some of those kids don't like their hair is so long because they're too scared, or you know, maybe even just fidgety. Maybe some aren't scared, but they just have like a fidgeting issue maybe. And you just can't get them through a normal barber that's not good with you know, someone who's sketchy of you that you can't communicate with in a normal way. Maybe you gotta have other ways. You gotta have an energy to you, I guess. Oh, and then who's this? Who's this person? Is this Jones? Got some music playing. Yeah, but anyway, hit me up on Discord if you have that, because like I said, if I ever need to add more or expand, then yeah, can keep you guys in mind. Oh, that was weird. Like I tried to click back and it delayed or whatever. Okay, what do we got here? Wonder if I should react to my own shit. How can I do that? If I go here, no, that doesn't work. Oh God, it's freaking out. Look at it. Why is it doing this? No, that's what happens when you click the mouse wheel. Okay. Oh, Mr. Bean. Hey. What is this here? Who has the worst setup? Oh, that was 4 months ago. That's not new. That's not new. Ban PewDiePie. Why? Wow, I went fucking far down there. What the fuck? Okay, what is this? Ooh, this is Sasquatch. Inform you that we are upgrading all our lines and network to the this is and. Wait, how are you doing today? Not too bad and. What? I just want to get to mine. Is it up here maybe? Well, let me experiment. So let's pause it. Pause screen. Should still be able to hear me, so it shouldn't be a big deal. It's my channel. Oh, yeah, there we go. Check this out. Oh, that's good. That's so good. I got Don Fry in a terminal on a Fallout 3 game playing in the background on my channel page. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there you were asking. So there you go. Monster Mondays, Tall Tale Tuesdays, Whackness Days, Throwback Thursdays, Dark Fridays, Saturday Morning Gaming, and then over here we got a bonus thing called Midnight Thirsty Jones. So Thirsty Jones Thursdays. I missed it last time, but that's where I'll upload cringy Karaoke Jones. or other things that I deem cringy enough to be called Thirsty Jones. Also, sometimes I'll do Tech Tuesday stuff. So, like, here's the videos. So like yesterday was Tall Tale Tuesdays, where I did a Tales from the Borderlands episode. Well, it was also, you know, Tech Tuesdays, so I did a unboxing of EVGA motherboard, an AMD X570 dark motherboard, so that's cool. See, so you can see it shows I'm live, but paused, of course. So a lot of the live stuff, the most recent ones have been like reaction stuff. Just I did voting on the Steam Awards, and then I reacted to some of the tech tuber drama stuff. Basically, this is reacting. I don't know. I should just call it ranting. I just ranted. I didn't really react, but I guess ranting is a reaction. So whatever. And then before that, I had done voting on the Game Awards, but the Player's Choice one, or Player's Voice, excuse me. Because before that, I did like an all-night stream. I just played one of my videos all night, just, you know, because that's what I do. I don't give a shit. And then we got Demon Souls. I did some of that. That's a stream straight from the PlayStation 5 right there. So I don't know. That may or may not have came out okay. And then there's where I actually did my main picks on voting on the Game Awards. So let's see. So yeah, you know, just I started from the bottom of the list. So it's like the bottom of the list is like esports stuff. So I don't know anything about any of that. I just had to try to pick things based on what kind of esports game would I like to watch. And I determined that the two that I would like the most would be either Counter-Strike or Dota 2. So that's what influenced my voting on those two things. But I mean, you know, I definitely, you know, I still had to drop me a vote on NECA or whatever, however the fuck you say his name. Yeah, I had to drop one there. And then I don't know any of these fuckers. I think I've in passing heard their names, right? So the Game Awards for me this year was full of shit like that, where I don't know who the fuck any of them are. So I just picked, I tried to find, you know, through looking at their shit, okay, what content would I watch? I found a couple that I was like, okay, their content is stuff I would maybe watch. And then I just picked the underdog, whoever had the least followers, and that ended up being that guy. And then here, like, they want me to be excited for Death Stranding. No, thank you. Excited for Metro Prime? Sure, I can be excited for that. But anyway, yeah, that's just a bunch of random shit that I react to, I guess. What's over here? Nope, that's not it. Let's go back. This thing has a strong ass fucking noise gate. Because when I'm talking, then I can notice how much fucking noise is in this fucking room right here. Like, I got fans and fucking, I don't know what else, but there's some kind of high-pitched noise that turns on every time I talk. All right, so anyway, and then I, you know, just do a bunch of playlists here. You can see that I make, whatever you call it, like, try to organize some of my shit. This is the best games of all time. I guess we can go through this. So, you know, I gotta have me some Saints Row. And for me, Saints Row the Third is the #1 Saints Row game of all time. The #1 worst Saints Row game of all time is the reboot. The Saints Row, the most recent one called Saints Row. Right? That is the most garbage shit ever, probably. Gotta be careful with this song. That's, you know, that's a definite nuking waiting to happen. This right here. You see this shit right here? 2022. Saints Row. Garbage. Like, I don't even know if mods could fix that fucking game. Like this is one of those games that's garbage to the point, like, even if it was fixed where it ran well, even if you put mods in it to, you know, tailor things to your taste, I guarantee it's still shit because of the writing, the story, the characters. Like, unless the mods are like completely replacing characters and voice acting, I don't see how you can save that game. Like how would you save this shit? You can't. And I feel like it's the same with Agents of Mayhem, which is one of those pseudo Saints Row games. It's one of those games that's like a fake co-op Saints Row game where it's like the marketing makes it look like, if you don't do your research, which you should always do your research before you fucking try to plop down and pre-order shit. But Agents of Mayhem is just one of those fucking like grifts. They grifted off of Saints Row while hating it. So the people behind Saints Row feels like they hate Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4 and Saints Row Got Out of Hell. It feels like they hate those. And so some people probably assumed, well, okay, well, maybe Agents of Mayhem is going to be like Saints Row 1 and 2. No. Apparently, the people behind Agents of Mayhem also hate Saints Row 1 and 2. Just like the Saints Row reboot. So the Saints Row reboot was kind of the same problem. It feels like they hated everything about Saints Row. And they even went out of their way to say that all the old Saints Row games were too mean. What do you mean? It's like, what? There's a pun. What do you mean too mean? Like, to mean or not to mean, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so Saints Row, yes, awesome games. So I told you this is random. Random rants and raves, Jonesy. Here we go. Let me see. Let's just pull up some of this other stuff. What we got here? Live chat. Yeah, that's fine. I guess, and then we'll just pop some of that back. So yeah, so now I will share the screen because we're looking at something I actually care about immensely. I mean, I love Saints Row the Third as well, but is Infamous. This is a fucking awesome game, dude. Infamous is one of those that absolutely must be HDified or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not so much a remake, right? But a remaster, right? There's nothing about this game except for updating graphics, maybe updating, you know, the audio quality, whatever, you know, bringing it up to whatever the fucking high quality bullshit newest codecs are. That's all the fuck it needs. Does not need to be remade. Characters do not need to be changed, how they look, you know what I mean? What they say, you know, what they stand for, what they care about, the reason for anything. None of it needs to be changed. Do you hear me, Sucker Punch? You don't need to change this shit at all. Not even a little bit. Okay? It's awesome as is. So it would be overdue for a remaster. And then I feel the same way about Infamous 2. Hell, even the one-off game, the fucking, let's see if I got it in here. Thought I did. Because I don't. But the vampire one, Infamous Second Son, hell, even Infamous First Light. It's awesome, as is the end. You know what I mean? No, and maybe you could make it longer as long as it stays within the same, like it doesn't change things. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, maybe some people don't like, for example, I don't like the fact that her brother dies. Spoiler, right? I don't like that. Right? But you don't really need to change that per se. I mean, unless you do some alternate dimension. And if you are, that's fine. Just make it clear that's what you did. Have your character step into a portal and boom, spit them out somewhere else. Oh, there's an idea for another Infamous game, Sucker Punch. Like, someone may have the powers to, you know, like go back in time, or they may have the, you know, like that's the first game technically. There's some of the time travel shit. Man, I gotta be careful. I'm spoiling shit. I guess you still don't know the premise, so I guess I didn't spoil too much. But anyway, let's get out of this before I spoil the whole game for anybody who never knew that they should play this. Play all the Infamous games. Play them. Okay? My personal favorite is Infamous 2, but I have to say Infamous 1 definitely is the most important. But, you know, I just like Infamous 2. I feel like it's a good balance of, you know, it kind of keeps the story going. It's a good sequel, in my opinion. But then also, you know, upgrades some of the technology or whatever the fuck, the tech of how they made the game. Graphics updated a little bit, things like that. Second Son is awesome as well. Yeah, definitely. Bom bom. Do do do. Bum 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 bum. Trying to go through all my shit here. I don't think I missed any chats. I did have my YouTube chat kind of flaked out, so, you know, there's nobody there at the moment, but if I feel kind of bad if someone was trying to chat me, my apologies. And I left my pause screen up for a little too long while I was ranting. But yeah, Infamous, definitely super, super awesome top 10 game of all time, in my opinion. Demon Souls, I mean, like for me, if I have to pick a Souls game to play, if I can only pick one, it's Demon Souls for me. I think it's the most awesome, but you know, of course everybody can, you know, opinionate whatever they want about it, I guess. Now, if I had to choose between the OG Demon Souls or the remastered, remade Demon Souls, ooh, that'd be tough. Because on the one hand, I'd want to pick the OG. Because that's where I have probably thousands of hours playing that game. But the remaster, they fucking did it right, most of it. I mean, I'm sure someone has something I don't know about that they fucked up on. I don't know. But like from my amateur reviewing eyes, the Demon Souls remake is pretty damn perfect. So I'd be happy either way if I had to only pick one. So it's a tie. I would have reasons for either or. But you know, I give it up to another game that I really like is Dark Souls. Gotta give it up to that. Definitely like that one. I recommend I recommend it as well, but I think I would still say if you have access to it, you gotta play Demon's Souls. You have to. You know, if you want an entry into the Souls games, I would say Demon's Souls. Now, in my opinion, in some ways, Demon's Souls is harder, but in other ways, Dark Souls feels more difficult. So it's just one of those toss-ups where you can, you know, depending on, you know, whichever like hooks you. I think whichever one hooks you as far as like you like it will end up feeling the easiest. You know, like there's not really not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot that separates them in difficulty, I guess. If you like one more than the other, it's not going to matter. It's going to feel easier to you because you like it more. Because they're both difficult games. And I can't figure out an objective way for me to measure which one's harder, except for maybe I kind of feel like Dark Souls feels longer. So if technically their difficulty level is very close to equal-ish because of the same style of difficulty, then to me the longer game edges out as the more difficult, because it's like you have to go through the bullshit that much longer. And I just feel Dark Souls is longer. Who knows? Maybe it was longer to me because I liked Demon's Souls more and I didn't notice. Like Demon's Souls just felt shorter because I was enjoying it more. I don't know. But anyway, moving on. So Braid, another fucking top 10 game of all time to me. Like I have hundreds of top 10 games of all time, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't know if I have hundreds, but I feel like I have more than 10 games that are in my top 10. So you know, don't count. Don't fucking bring math up into this shit. Braid. You should just experience Braid. Like, give it a chance. It's an awesome puzzle game. The music is amazing. And the little notes and books and, you know, the background that's happening, really, really cool. I like all of it. I love the experience. Way back when. Witness, epic puzzle game. There's only one part that pisses me off in the Witness, and that is the final. Like, well, it's not the end of the game. The end game, the game's over. But there is like a bonus after in-game challenge that pisses me off so much. It's the only thing in my way to 100%ing the thing. If it wasn't, yeah, this shit right here. Not that. But yeah, that's an awesome game. I recommend that. Journey. This is one of the 10 or more games that I would consider in my top 3. Journey. Fucking awesome. Doesn't matter what system you play it on, it's amazing. Obviously it's better if it's a platform where you can still do the multiplayer part of it, which is just baked in. Like it's one of those multiplayer modes that it just, like, you don't even know that it's multiplayer, even though it's weird. It's like, this to me is like next level creativity as far as like game mechanics. And it's a beautiful game, beautiful music, cool like premise and theme and background to it, but it doesn't beat you over the head with the story. You know, it's not one of those fucking stupid things that's like all like, oh, you know, fucking, you know, it's not one of those like things that tells you like you're killing the planet because you drive a 4x4 truck or something. It's not that. Even though maybe you can interpret some of the background with the machinery and the wars and the way the planet's all desert now, but is the whole planet desert? Right? Do we know that? Or is it just that area? Like, so anyway, it doesn't beat you over the head. It just leaves such an interesting background that makes you want to find these things out and allows you to interpret things. I love that game. Really good. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Yep, definitely. A lot of memes made out of this game. Horse armor and stop right there, you thieving scum, or whatever the fuck he says every time you fucking try to steal something. And it feels like it's the same guard over and over. But what but still awesome. This game is the reason I got or wanted to get a 360. This one right here. Oblivion. So yeah, moving on. Fallout 3. Badass. Like, some people will say like Fallout New Vegas is the best Fallout, or some of the OGs will say no, it's Fallout 1 or Fallout 2 or Tactics or whatever the fuck, right? That's all fine. That's all well and good. Like, they have their place, and yeah, if it wasn't for those things, the Fallout mythos wouldn't even exist. But Fallout 3 for me is, for the Fallout games, what Saints Row the Third is for the Saints Row games, right? It like made the game insanely fun, right? It just made it where it's like, it hooked me. The end. I'm done. I want this. I want to play this shit. But obviously other people might think that, well, go back to, you know, Fallout 1 and, you know, technically I like that game better, and that's okay. That's fine. I have no problem with acquiescing to the argument that Fallout 1 is either better or more important for whatever reasons. But for me, if I have to pick a Fallout game to play, and only that Fallout game, is going to be Fallout 3. And then, of course, you know, people give Obsidian a lot of credit for Fallout New Vegas, but I mean, come on. They didn't invent the things that makes Fallout New Vegas fun, right? The whole premise of what Fallout is was invented, obviously, by the Fallout 1 and 2 gang. And then the way that modern Fallout plays and got the masses of players and fans that it got, that's Fallout 3, right? Fallout New Vegas didn't do that. The Fallout 3 did that. So for me, Fallout 3 is the sweet spot of what really like hooked me. Even though, don't get me wrong, I played some of the older ones as well, and I loved it and liked it, and I think if it wasn't for those, I probably wouldn't have been on the radar when they started promoting Fallout 3 that it was coming. So it's mixed. It's mixed. Controversially, Fallout 4. I like Fallout 4. I don't like the dialogue in Fallout 4. Like, I don't like... I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't like my character having a voice for some reason. I prefer like picking my dialogue and imagining, or maybe sometimes reading it out myself, what my character says. I also feel like in Fallout 4, they lock you into the story, the main quest storyline way more than like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I just feel like, so those are negative marks to me, but it's still, to me, I still like it. I still think it's awesome. Fallout 76, here's another controversial thing. I like it. It's maybe it's fucked up that they weren't as clear as they 100% should have been, that, yo, this is not a Fallout single player experience. This is basically Fortnite, but slower and with a Fallout theme skinned over it, right? Like they didn't really like throw that out there as strongly as they should, right? But as far as like just the game by itself, I like it. It's fun. To me, it's nowhere near as bad as what No Man's Sky did as far as false advertising, right? Nowhere near. New Vegas, that's another one. It's definitely one of my favorites. Got Out of Hell, definitely. Soma. Dude, I'm playing that on Mondays. Monster Mondays. Soma. Let's get it going there. Soma is my favorite horror game of all time. It's probably one of the only actually okay, it's a legit scary game and it legit has good jump scares. It's probably the only one I can play that has that. It still scares the shit out of me. As you'll see if you check out any of my Soma stuff. No matter how many times I play that game, I jump scare. Half-Life, probably Half-Life and Redneck Rampage are probably the two main games that I ever played as far as PC gaming, like really hooking me. Now I have like older PC gaming. I mean, can you call it PC gaming? Like I played games on the Commodore 64. Can you call that PC gaming? I don't think you can, right? You have to caveat that by calling it Commodore 64 games, right? Even though technically it's a personal computer, right? But anyway, whatever. And then I also played like IBM-ish type games like Mech Warrior. I played some of those, and Mech Warrior is the one of all of that era that I played that stands out the most. But as far as like blowing my mind, Half-Life blew my fucking mind. Like I still to this day, how did they make games like this on that old hardware? Like those motherfuckers were magicians. How did they do that? I mean, it's so full, like you actually feel like you're in this thing that's going on. And then all the different weapons, and then, you're going through this base and all the enemies, and then like the sci-fi story that's driving everything. Yeah, Half-Life has got to be one of the top 3 most important games of all time. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a shit. Not so much a Half-Life 2 fan for some reason. I don't know why. I keep trying to go back and play that shit, and I can't. I just can't fucking do it. I can't make it past when you first, kind of, I don't want to spoil anything, but these are old games, so I don't know why I'm worried about spoiling it. But like when you kind of catch up to some certain scientist people and figure out the driving force of the game, what you're supposed to be doing, so to speak. Besides like in the initial beginning, it just feels like you're kind of trying to escape, but anyway. I don't know, it doesn't draw me in like this one. I'm probably just biased. So that's why if I want a modern feel to Half-Life, I prefer Black Mesa. These upgraded graphics make the original Half-Life feel modern. Okay, and then Portal, absolutely. Portal 1 and 2, both amazing. I don't know, I like both, so can't pick a favorite between those two really. So Chell, the silent amazing protagonist. But yeah, awesome. Then Portal has some updates for its graphics and shit like that. That's cool. So Skyrim is amazing. I remember when it came out for the 360, and then I think it was afterwards, right, for the PC, like first 360 / console, right, and then later PC. I think so, right? And I remember playing it on 360, and just I had more fun on the 360 version because it had that new factor to it, and everything was amazing and mysterious, and wow, look at the fucking graphics and the world and blah blah blah. Because if you compare it to Oblivion, like, it just seemed like an amazing jump forward in graphics and like realism, etc. But obviously PC gave you access to a lot more graphic improvements depending on hardware, but then you also had the option of throwing lots of mods at it, and those, depending on hardware, if you wanted to get into graphics mods, could change the graphics in amazing ways even more. So yeah, Skyrim, definitely super important. Fable, I really like the original OG first Fable a lot. The anniversary edition where they remastered or whatever, not so much. I don't know why. It loses some of the feel. It's like I don't know, the graphics, something about it. But I like it too, technically, but not as much as I'd rather play the original, to be honest. And then Fable 2, also awesome. Really loved Fable 2 as well. Tied with Fable 1. So favorite between Fable and Fable 1, I couldn't pick. Fable 3, nah, get away. Ew, gross. I don't want Fable 3 at all. What else we got here? And that's it. That's my list so far. I definitely have others that I'll add into this, I'm sure. Like I need to add Another World, which was a Super Nintendo game from way back when that, they brought out. I mean, that thing blew my mind as well, because I didn't know you could do graphics like that on those consoles way back then. Like, had no clue. It looked like an animated movie, obviously compared to things back then, right? So I need to add that. I'm trying to think what else I should add. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to figure out. I'll have to keep building this this list. Okay, so the reactions, I didn't get around to too many reactions. I did a few reactions here and there. Most of my reactions was about like this games list that I made, best games of all time. Let's go back to Jonesy Dude. Look at me, I'm alive. How about it? Get rid of that, I guess. So anyway, yep, today was Wagnus Days. So I guess if you get a chance, check out the Wacky Wednesdays playlist. And either catch up or just jump to the newest one, I guess. I don't know. Some funky mods up in that bitch. Other than that, I don't know what else I could say. I'll probably end it here, and we'll figure out. Maybe I'll start taking notes so I can be more concise and I don't know, on point with whatever the fuck theme I'm gonna do for the stream that day. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out. And I guess we'll check you later. Ciao. Thanks for lurking and watching and chilling and chatting and whatever the heck you did. Bye.